Hey coaches, welcome back to Football Talk with Coach Chip. If you watched the last video, talking about the regular video, not the short, I told you that my computer was down. Well, it's more than down, it's kaput. I'm gonna have to take it and get it serviced just to get what I've got on it off. I've got another one ordered that'll do me a better job. Problem is I can't send out many of the freebies because most of them are saved on the computer as a PDF. Now the big stuff, the stuff that's on my Google Drive, I can go to my wife's office, and I did that yesterday. A guy emailed and wanted the jet manual, and so I sent the jet manual to him from her office, which is just like 150 yards from the house here in this small town in West Georgia. Speaking of West Georgia, y'all, it is, if you hear any funny noise in the background, this is the day, it's the 26th, is that right? Anyway, it's Thursday. Hurricane Helene is knocking at the door down south of us, and it has been raining here all day and all night like a cow pissing on a flat rock. And I'm talking about saturated. And I had planned on making this to go along with the last short about the end over formation. I drew it up wrong. Over here, I had the guy on, and he should have been off. It didn't matter, it was a legal formation. You can have as many on the line as you want, but you got to have at least 7 on the line. I had 8. It wouldn't matter. Everything I told you in that short is true, but there was so much more to it. And all I did, I copied it from an email I got. A guy had a question about it, and I wasn't paying attention, and I was trying to get it done. And so one of my coaching buddies over in West Alabama hit me up, and he goes, "Hey, what about?" And I said, "Oh, dude, yeah, you're right." But I mean, it doesn't change the play. You got the screen over here. Now here's what I wanted to share with you. There's so much you can do out of this versus a tight and bare front, because they're trying to make you run outside. And that's okay if you can get outside, but usually teams that do that in tight fronts and bare fronts is because they can run with their linebackers, and they're trying to get you to play into their hand. But if you do this shift, as we said in the short, you can outnumber them. And you see what I'm talking about. See, now here's the center, of course, but the middle of the line is right here. That's the midline of the actual guys in the box blocking. Look, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Look what you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on the weak side of the formation. You got a corner over here, pretty much guarding grass. Now, what I would do a tackle over instead of an end over, which is what the guy was asking me about. That way your tight end stays over here and is still eligible. And that puts this guy under pressure. And now they can't tilt the field and bring a guy over here and keep that safety in the box by putting the corner over here, or letting that corner, if he's physical at all, play right here. So what I would do is go tackle over and let that be my tackle. As the single wing guys call it, that's a tackle. So you got tight end, guard, center, guard, tackle, wide receiver. And every one of these plays, you've got this wide receiver screen built in. And what you're doing, you're reading this cat right here, you pre-snap him. So it's real easy. You can even call it from the box or from the sideline. If he's in here getting nosy where he can make the play, if they spill the power or the duo, he can make the play. But you don't want him to be able to do both things. So if he's in here at all, if he's apexing, what I call 50-50, apexing right here, you got to throw this cockeyed thing. And that'll break his butt of sucking eggs right there. You cannot let that dude play in here where he can help out, ignoring these two out here. So if he's in here, you flash fake, whatever play you got called, and you sling that thing out here in this wide receiver screen, you're 2-on-1. Now tell that wide receiver to catch it and get his butt upfield and stay outside. Don't come in here where that joker is, because we ain't blocking him. All right, the things you can do off of it, you probably already noticed. You got duo kick, which is basic duo, where he'll block down and he'll kick. The H will kick. You got duo lead. You block duo, okay? And the tight end, the tackle turns out on that 9, and your H leads, okay? Leads in here on the backer. And you got duo, duo. Just two different ways of blocking it right here on the edge. You got traditional power, just block down, okay? You got the super power with the quarterback, like one of the shorts we did a while back, and just block everything down, kick out with him, lead with him, and then wrap with that backside guard. So now you got 3 guys going through at the point of attack. So you have a running quarterback. And remember, you've got their fannies outnumbered over here on the strong side. Because these 2 guys, especially this cat, you got to make this guy get out of the box. Now you got him outnumbered. You say, well, coach, this guy's right here. He's 50-50. That's a half guy right there. No, it's not. Because the middle of the formation is that right A gap right there. That's the middle of the formation. He is to the left of the middle of the formation. So to the right of the midline of the formation, you're 1, 2, 3. That's it. And you got 5 over here. You say, well, they got 5. There's right there. They're not making plays right here. That's what we're talking about, running off tackle. So on that right there, you got duo, kick it or lead it, power, super power with the QB, and you can roll out pass. You got your tackle right here, reach this guy, block it just like you block your rollout passes. You got a bonus blocker right here, okay? Or you can slip him out there late to the flat, run your different combinations over here, whatever it is you do, smash, sail, whatever it is you want to do. And you got your rollout pass. So you got a 2-man route. And you got 2 blockers right here on the edge helping out. So you got a rollout pass. That's all to the right side. And over on the left, if they adjust at all, you got the counter. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Let me show you. I don't have my graphics. I don't have my computer. So I pre-made it. Look at that. I'm so smart. That's why my mama called me Sonny. You can run your counter if they slide. And now you've really got them because you're really getting them out of their bare or their tight front, which is what this is aimed. So just by flipping your tackle, going twins right, whatever you want to call it. We used to call it Utah. Utah for unbalance. Okay? So what you do is, if they slide at all, you got your counter and you got your duo to the backside, to the weak side. Just duo kick, the H is coming from right here. Because now you've got numbers. Go back to the original, it's rough to run duo right here. It's gonna be a tough time comboing right here. And I ain't worried about him. Remember, the whole purpose of duo is to make this joker make tackles. And then of course you got counter. Now you can run counter if they don't adjust at all, but it's a little bit hinky. But why? If they stay in this, you need just to keep hammering right here. Break them of sucking eggs. Run off tackle. Because they got him in a 4-eye or a 3, and I just put them in the B gaps. Because honestly, I treat a bear the same way I treat that tight front. Okay, he's a B gap defender. Whether he's in a 3 or a 4-eye, he's a B gap defender. And I've told y'all before, high school football, about 80% of the time, they're responsible for the gap they're lined up in. So if they're in a 4-eye, they're B gap. If they're in a 3, they're B gap. You don't see a lot of spiking. You do gap exchange, line up in a 4-eye and then shoot into the A. Line up in a 4-eye and then shoot out to the C. You don't see a lot of that, okay, in high school ball and sub-varsity ball. So what you're trying to do is, somebody thinks they can do this to you and take away your run game and make you run outside. All you got to do is one thing, just get in twins over. Whatever you want to call your tackle over. And bring your tackle over here. And they'll eventually adjust. They'll either have to slide like this or get in a real defense. Oh, I didn't do my little rant and pet peeve about calling double 2-3 techniques bear front. It ain't really a bear front, but okay, everybody wants to call it bear front, go ahead. It's not. You go back and study some Buddy Ryan. Yeah, they did that, but there was more to the bare front than just getting in 2-3s. Okay, I know it's easy to call and it's a cute little name, and I love cute names. All right, so again, what do we have? You got to the strong side, you got two duos. Doesn't change anything about how these guys are blocking inside. Just changes their switching. In the short, I had a note on the screen that said the fullback, the H and the tight end can switch responsibilities. He can turn out. He's not the tight end, he's a tackle. He can turn out or he can block down. Okay. He can lead or he can kick. Okay, like on power. Speaking of power, you got quarterback superpower, just means quarterback's running it, and the running back now is your extra blocker. He makes it super. You got your rollout passes, and then if they want to adjust it all, you got your counter and your duo kick. The question mark was to remind me to tell y'all that's if they shift. Because if they don't shift, don't do anything. All right, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Okay. Hit me up if you have any questions, siegel.chip@gmail.com, siegel.chip@gmail.com, right there. You ought to see the contraption that I hooked up with my tripod so I could do this. It's pretty cool. I'm a high-tech redneck. We still got our freebies. I'll try to get it to you. The computer, I'm looking at some things right now. I'm going to get me a good desktop so this won't happen again. I'm going to get my laptop fixed so I can get stuff off of it. I told y'all I got a big thing I'm working on. It's going to be comprehensive, the entire system, everything we did the last 10, 15 years I was in coaching, when we won those state championships, when we won all those region championships, and I took it with me over here to Georgia. We won some games over here with it, and it's going to be all in there. And that's on that laptop. That's why I'm going to pay to get the cockeyed thing fixed, to get my stuff off of it. And get that to y'all. We'll have it ready to roll about the time football season is ending. Be a great Christmas present to yourself. And it's going to be the entire system. It's going to have everything from how to install it, how we installed it, how to run it. Going to have blocking rules in it. I'm going to include wristband stuff. All you got to do, everything. An entire system. And it'd be where you can take it and tweak it and make it your own the same way I took all this stuff and tweaked it and made it my own. Nothing's new under the sun. No, not one thing. All right, don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the mess out of it with your friends. If you're in the Southeast, stay out of the weather. If you're near the coast, get your crap and get the heck out of there. All right, until next time, be elite.